Good news, finally finished the S4. Managed to get everything back together. Done a little quick test drive up and down the road here. Everything's as it should be, no suspension. What I've just been doing recently is just adjusting the suspension on the coilovers. It was uneven on the back, so it was out by about like a centimetre on each side. So just corrected that issue, adjusted the tracking. I've only done it roughly until I get to the shop tomorrow for them to do it professionally on the ramp with the lasers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get in the car. We're going to go for a test drive, see how she runs. Need to make a quick stop at the petrol station first. So just to do a quick recap of what we've done to the vehicle. So I've stripped the rear end completely. The parts that I put on there come from a previous S4 which I started the project, and then for cut a long story short, I ended up scrapping the car and keeping the parts that I refurbished, which is why I had parts readily available to fit onto this one. So I've stripped this one down, coated the hole underneath in the Hammerite underbody seal, then refitted my parts which I refurbished, so grinded them down to metal, resprayed them. All the suspension arms had all new bushes from Germany Heritage. So the subframe bushes, the rear arm bushes, any bushes that are on the rear, they were replaced. So yeah, so moving on to the, oh by the way, I've kept the rear brakes standard. I haven't upgraded them just yet. So moving on to the center, the midsection of the vehicle. That again undercoated in the underbody seal. Stripped off the exhaust. I've replaced the exhaust with another aftermarket exhaust. Replaced the center heat shield. Replaced the handbrake cables. And then moving on to the front. So far on the front, the wheel arches, I've coated them in the underseal. I've replaced all the suspension arms. My original steering knuckles, obviously, like in the videos, if you watch some of my previous videos, you'll see the work that I've done. They've been recoated, new bearings, upgraded the calipers and discs. So there's a lot of work that's been done to the vehicle. I mean, literally the underneath of the vehicle is literally brand new. So when I go to work tomorrow, I'm going to put it on the ramp and do another video of complete, so you can see everything and so everything together as one. So yeah, so I mean, so far it seems to be driving all right. I'm not going that fast. I'm only doing about 20 miles an hour. So far it's been, my tracking actually, to be fair, isn't too bad. It's actually pretty straight. Just obviously when I bought the car, it's got no second gear. So if you're going too fast, it does crunch. I'm not too bothered about that, to be honest with you, because I do have another gearbox sitting there from my previous S4. The car does smoke as well, so either the turbo seals are going or the rings are slowly going on the way out. Again, I'm not bothered. I would be if I didn't have another engine, but I'm not bothered because I do have that other engine sitting there. So yeah, so we're just going to make a quick stop at the petrol station. My previous S4 had standard suspension. This one's got the BC Racing coilovers. I'm not a fan of them, if I'm honest with you. It's very stiff. They say you can adjust the damping, but to be fair with you, I mean, when I took the car off, when I stripped everything off, it was on the halfway setting. So I've put it to the max softness that you can get, and not much of a difference, if I'm honest with you. Right, let's get some fuel in her, and then we'll hit motorway. That's not too bad. £30 got me just under half of a tank, sorry. You know, we're at about £1.90 a litre at the moment. Madness. Oh, there's traffic police. problem is with the S4s is it's hard not to floor it. I just got to remember I've just put new disc and pads, so it's not a smart idea for me to be flooring it like that. Right, that's it. I think we'll go down to Maidenhead and then turn around and come back. So we're in 6th gear now, 60 miles an hour. Obviously we've got speed limits at the moment. It is pulling to the left slightly, but obviously that's expected where all the tracking's out. So I mean, providing this is all good, the next step would be I need to take the rear bumper off and finish coating some of the underbody which goes under the bumper. And then I will start to plan my way of how I'm going to do the engine next. Basically, I will rip out the engine and gearbox together, install the new engine and gearbox, well, my second-hand gearbox. Be good to have second gear back. Back from the test drive. Wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. I mean, suspension wise is good. There is a noise coming from the passenger front wheel. Apart from that, there was no other major issues. I could smell burning oil, so I think the oil leak that was there has got worse recently, so I'm gonna have to assess that as well. I'm gonna try to sort that out tomorrow so I can still take the car away for the weekend. I mean, there's still a lot of work to do. I still got a long way to go, still got the gearbox to sort out, still got the engine to put in there. There's still quite a lot of things I still need to do. The engine's going to be the biggest job out of them all, so yes, I need to plan how I'm going to do that. Overall, not too bad. I'll upload a video hopefully next week. I've got only one speaker working, like I said, so I'm going to upload a video trying to figure out what that issue is, whether all the speakers have been removed or there's a wiring issue because they previously had an aftermarket system fitted in there. So yes, I'll be back next. So yeah, so guys, I'm gonna quickly check the car up and have a look to see if I can identify where this leak is coming from. Apart from that, I'll call it a night, go in, get some rest, and sort a few bits and pieces out tomorrow before we leave. Hopefully I'll be taking the car. So yeah, I'll catch up with you later, guys.